input into our pay systems so that we can pay them. The girls in the office weren't sitting down looking at manual timesheets and trying to work all that out. So I was flicking through a supplier magazine or something one day, sitting on my desk doing nothing as usual, reading magazines, and what ended up happening is I ended up seeing this advert, it was all about this time tracking and all of that. And the thing I noticed about it was about how to reduce your staff, you know, how to take a staff from a 10-man workshop down to a 7-man workshop, and 15-man workshop down to 9 or whatever. And I thought, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to reduce my staff. I just want to time track. So I really didn't understand the system all that much. But I got onto Sean and David and got some information, and there was a long time of talking and sort of trying to understand the system and understand what it can do. And it went from us looking at this time tracking to more of a production-based sort of system, and looking at how we can increase our production and track the jobs, one job at a time, and let's measure our productivity, because we had no idea how productive we were. So we started out looking at timesheets and ended up looking at production, and the two things are very, very closely linked. That's probably about 2.5 years ago, something like that. That we started looking at this. It took a long time for us to get it on board. Even when we purchased it and we finally decided to bring it on, it took a long time for us to start using it. Which any new system, change is always hard. Getting people on board, not only the guys in the factory but the management team. You know, you've got to get people on board, you've got to get them used to new ideas, new ways of doing things. I'm one of the hardest people to change. So we eventually got on board, and then we could see the benefits on it. You know, we could see that the guys were tracking their times on every job, that we were able to go back through the jobs and accurately see the blowouts and all this sort of stuff, and where we were productive and non-productive. And you can sort of look at that and sort of close those areas of non-productivity and really measure things like cleaning, downtime, machinery maintenance, and of course productivity time. So it really worked well for us as far as, it wasn't what we started out looking at, but that's how it's ended up. And of course it's done solved the timesheet problem, because everything's all computerised. So it's a very easy run. Those guys went out in the factory, you could see that we've just got a couple of monitors, and the guys log on, log off the monitors. It's a simple system, start-go system, as Sean explained, and any sort of apprentice can use it. It's not hard to learn how to use, and we're finding. We're quoting figures of 30% increase in productivity. That's probably really low now. We're probably gone way past that. I haven't really done any figures to sort of say what our percentage of productivity is since we started using it. But I know for a fact that our productivity has increased because this system will actually push the guys to actually work harder, faster, smarter.